Welcome to the real estate illusion. Many believe homeownership is a guaranteed path to wealth, but is your home a savings account or a trap? We often view our primary residence as an asset. However, if it requires constant maintenance, taxes, and interest payments, it functions more like a liability. This illusion is the mistaken belief that homeownership is always a financial win. Let's peel back the layers. We are here to demystify the financial landscape. To ensure you don't miss our upcoming transparency reports, hit the subscribe button below. Have you felt like your home equity is stuck despite the rising costs? Smash that like button to let us know you're following along with the reality of the market. Finally, jump into the conversation. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Is real estate still the safest investment in mid 2026? We want to hear from you. The market has fundamentally shifted. We have moved from an era of growth at all costs toward a new focus on income efficiency. Following the appraisal resets of 2025, housing prices have finally normalized, trending back toward long-term wage growth averages. This pivot marks a return to valuing real estate based on its utility and sustainable income potential, rather than speculative hype. The early 2020s saw millions of homeowners secure mortgages with interest rates below 4%. This created a powerful financial anchor known as the lock-in effect. Because current market rates have climbed significantly higher, these homeowners are effectively locked into their properties. Moving would mean trading a low-interest loan for a much more expensive one. This creates a massive supply drought. Fewer people are listing their homes, which restricts inventory and makes it incredibly difficult for new buyers to enter the market. As you can see, the monthly cost jump is substantial. This disparity keeps inventory trapped, distorting housing availability and keeping prices high despite lower demand. Many homeowners view their home equity as a savings account, but there is a major trap: the difference between equity and liquidity. Equity is value on paper, while liquidity is cash you can actually spend. Equity only becomes real when you sell. But if you sell, you leave yourself without a home and must enter the market again. Because the market moves together, the gain you make on one house is often erased by the price of the next. This is why equity is often called a trap. You are not wealthy because of your home. You are simply tethered to the current market valuation. Leverage is the process of using borrowed money to increase the potential return of an investment. In real estate, it acts as a force multiplier. In a rising market, your small equity stake captures the appreciation of the entire property value, accelerating your gains. However, in 2026, high interest rates make debt servicing expensive. If the market stagnates, you aren't just holding an asset, you are paying a high price to hold a debt that drains your cash flow. Maintenance, property taxes, and rising insurance premiums all act as leaks that erode your forced savings. Maintenance, property taxes, and rising insurance premiums all act as leaks that erode your forced savings. Maintenance, property taxes, and rising insurance premiums all act as leaks that erode your forced savings. In the current 2026 market, with interest rates at 6.5%, we observe a significant shift in the rent versus own equilibrium. The cost of carry for homeowners, the total expense of maintaining a property, frequently exceeds rental costs by 20 to 30%. This cost of carry includes mortgage interest, surging property taxes, insurance premiums, and ongoing maintenance. Consequently, in this high-interest environment, renting often provides a more efficient allocation of capital for many households. The real estate market is undergoing a significant structural change. Historically, individual investors were the backbone of housing transactions. However, rising interest rates and complex market conditions are driving smaller individual investors out of the market. In their place, large institutional landlords are acquiring portfolios at scale. This consolidation turns housing into an asset managed primarily for corporate yields. This institutional dominance directly impacts you. Individual buyers are often outbid by cash-backed portfolios, significantly reducing your leverage in the housing market. Historically, home valuations were heavily influenced by an emotional premium, the subjective value attached by sellers and agents. This often led to artificial market inflation. Today, AI driven automated valuation models, or AVMs, are transforming the landscape. They process massive data sets to provide objective, precise property values. By removing the emotional bias, these models narrow the gap between inflated asking prices and actual market reality. This data driven precision helps deflate artificial bubbles before they grow. As AI becomes standard in appraisal, the market becomes more transparent, ultimately protecting buyers and sellers from volatility driven by guesswork. In 2024, many buyers who entered the market at the 2022 peak found themselves in a difficult position. This case study examines the negative equity spike in regions like Austin and the Pacific Northwest. When prices dropped following the 2022 peak, the value of their homes fell below the original mortgage balance. Buyers in this scenario were officially underwater, owing more than their asset was worth. This illustrates the fundamental danger of buying at the top of a leverage cycle. As the market corrected, the expectation of infinite appreciation failed, leaving leveraged owners with limited options to recover their capital. The era of passive speculation is fading. Investors are shifting from relying on unpredictable price appreciation to prioritizing yield-based ownership. House hacking involves creating income streams directly from your property, like adding an ADU or renting out spare rooms. This transforms a cost center into a productivity tool. While pure appreciation is volatile, cash flow provides a consistent floor for your investment. Yield-based ownership turns housing into a business model, not just a gamble on dirt. Traditionally, financial advice suggested that housing costs should not exceed 30% of your gross income. However, in 2026, experts are urging a more cautious approach. Experts now suggest that mortgage, property taxes, and maintenance combined should not exceed 25% of your net income. This adjustment accounts for higher living costs and the risk of an equity drain. This 25% limit covers your mortgage principal and interest, local property taxes, and necessary maintenance. By capping these at a quarter of your take-home pay, you ensure your home remains an asset rather than an equity drain. Historically, a home was viewed as a place to live, a sanctuary for one's family. However, in recent years, the market treated homes more like short-term leveraged hedge funds. Treating your primary residence as your sole retirement strategy is a risky gamble. Unlike a diversified portfolio, a house is a single, illiquid asset that ties your housing needs to your retirement security. By shifting back to the historical perspective, you focus on utility. You pay for the service of shelter, while investing in diversified assets like index funds for long-term growth. This approach builds true financial security. Many believe real estate is a guaranteed path to infinite wealth, where home values only ever trend upward. But the myth of constant appreciation ignores the complex economic reality. In reality, property markets move in cycles. Periods of growth are often followed by corrections or long-term stagnation, driven by supply and demand imbalances. Several factors drive these cycles. Rising interest rates can dampen buyer demand, while oversupply can leave properties sitting for years without gaining value. When these forces align, we see long-term stagnation, where after accounting for inflation and the costs of maintenance, your investment value effectively flatlines. Over-leveraging occurs when you purchase a home with a very small down payment. If you put down only 5%, 95% of your property value is essentially borrowed debt. If the market experiences even a minor 10% decline, the math turns against you quickly. With a 10% drop, your initial 5% equity is wiped out, leaving you underwater. You owe the bank more than the home is worth, putting your entire financial future at significant risk. Real estate is not a single market. It is thousands of hyperlocal markets operating independently. National statistics often mask the reality of your specific neighborhood. While national averages provide a bird's eye view, they fail to account for local economic health. Your home's value is primarily tied to local employment and infrastructure. The true driver of sustainable property value is job growth. When companies move in, demand for housing rises, creating a floor for prices that national trends cannot override. Always look at local economic indicators before assuming national trends apply to your doorstep. Home ownership becomes a strategic choice when viewed through the lens of utility rather than speculation. Two primary advantages are long-term stability and the freedom of personal customization. The most significant financial benefit is the fixed-rate mortgage. While rents climb with inflation, a fixed mortgage locks in your largest expense, effectively hedging against rising costs. Ownership is worth it when you commit to a long-term horizon, keep costs below 25% of your net income, and leverage the predictability of fixed-rate debt. Thank you for joining us in breaking down the real estate illusion. If you found this helpful, please share it with someone who is currently looking to buy a house, and don't forget to keep the conversation going in the comments section below.